Good Monday morning, Quad Cities. Thanks for checking in here for your forecast as we get you through a new work week ahead of us, and some big changes coming this week too, as we switch from that winter pattern over the weekend to something that is much more like spring. We get that spring-like warmth back today. Temperatures getting into the low 50s this afternoon. Good deal of melting going on, especially for areas that really received some heavy snowfall. Should expect a good deal of that to melt today. We'll stay above freezing tonight, drop to about 33. Now with the melting going on here to the north, some of that extra moisture kind of lingering in the air could promote some fog as we go into tomorrow morning, so we'll be watching the visibility carefully. And then for Tuesday, even warmer. We're going to switch that wind to a more southwesterly breeze, especially by the afternoon. That's going to push our readings well into the 50s. This big pattern change this week, not only is it bringing in more warmth, but it's also going to bring in the first significant risk for severe weather of the season for us here. Here's the setup by Friday. Very strong jet stream aloft. You've got very warm, humid air pulling in and a developing area of low pressure that is going to rapidly intensify just to the west of us. What that's going to do is give us several ingredients that could come together and produce again a significant risk of severe weather. There you're seeing that risk stretches all the way from, say, La Crosse, Wisconsin, southward through the Quad Cities, including St. Louis, all the way down through parts of Arkansas and Louisiana. Let me give you a closer up view, because this is something you got to take seriously, especially when the Storm Prediction Center does this. They have put us in a level 3 out of 5. That's a threat track level 3 out of 5 for the risk of severe weather on Friday. This is 5 days ahead of time. So certainly the folks there are seeing these ingredients and they're saying, hey, this could potentially be a big event by the end of the week. So notice that 3 out of 5, it includes the entire region, not just south of I-80, not just north, it's everyone in here. So got to stay on top of the forecast this week. What we don't know right now, because it's so early in the game, is this going to be a Friday afternoon, evening, or overnight event, A? And B, is this going to be something we're focused on damaging? Wind, hail, tornadoes, or all three? We will know the answer to both of those questions Wednesday morning. That's when we'll get more specifics. Until then, remain on guard. Keep checking the forecast here as we go throughout the week. It serves as an excellent reminder that things like storms are going to start ramping up in the next several weeks. Climatology tells us that here. If you look at the tornadoes by month in Illinois, the history here, from 1950 to 2016, the big jump, it more than quadruples heading into next month and into May and into June. So now is the time to make sure you've got a severe weather plan ready to go and that you've got your apps ready to go too, including the News 8 and Storm Track 8 app. No wonder we're talking about severe weather. We're going to keep it nice and warm here for the next 3 days. Not bad for Wednesday, a little weak cold front coming through there with nothing but clouds. But look at Friday. You go from 70 degrees down to the 40s on Saturday. That clash in the temperature is what gives you that risk for severe weather. It's a quick turnaround though, because even though the weekend starts cool, it's going to end quite warm. We're going to head back into the 60s for early next week. So again, I encourage you to stick with us. Keep up to date at WQAD.com and the News 8 apps. We will continue to fine-tune that threat for severe weather as it gets closer for the end of the week.